What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. We're going to be diving into a sweet gravity knife that came through the pass around group. So without further ado, let's head to the top down. Alright, so before we get too far into this, I want to go ahead and say thank you to anybody who has already liked and subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. You can also follow us at WorkKnifeBalance939 on Instagram. That's the best way to chat with us. Let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. All that cool jazz. So, let's dive into the knife because this is what you came here to see. We're going to go ahead and do tip to tail measurements. We're also going to do some side-by-side comparisons. And then I'll give you my thoughts and opinion on this sweet little clip point we got going on over here. So yeah. Getting started with tip to tail measurements, we are looking at a total of just over 7.5, just under 7.75. We'll say about 7.6 on the overall length. For the blade length, we're looking about 3 inches with a cutting edge just right around the same 3 inches. For side-by-side comparisons, I've got a couple folding knives we'll bring out, and then I think I'll pull out one or two others as well. So we have the Kubi Ruckus up top right there. It's a big knife, kind of showing you the side-by-side comparison with that. We've got the Chicago, CDC Chicago down below. We'll go ahead and grab the NAFS Lander 2 and put that one up top for you. Then we'll go ahead and get the Kaiser Veritas. And if you've watched this channel, you are probably familiar with a lot of these side-by-side knives. These are the comparison knives that I've chosen based off of knives that I like, I carry, and the availability of a lot of these knives. You can get a lot of these knives still. So, yeah. There's the Civivi Elementum button lock up top. And I think a lot of these knives are in a lot of your collections, too. We've got the CJRB Warney Pyrite button lock down below. Go ahead and do a Benchmade bug out up top. Now we'll go ahead and put that away. And since I've got it, I might as well get this out real quick. I've got one of my cases next to me, and I know there's a knife in here that would probably be a great comparison because they are going to be pretty close to what they're operating as. Also, if you haven't, look at the small screen. You see these Cavil cases right here. If you haven't seen these cases right here, they're fantastic. I will try and remember to post a link to them because you can get them on Amazon. They're amazing cases. I've got 3 of them now. They're probably the best price case that you can get for knives if you've got a knife collection, and they've got really, really good quality. So here is another gravity knife. This is the Riot Exo. So there's a side-by-side comparison to the Riot. So then you've got the Remette up top and the Riot down below. So it gives you a good comparison to that as well. So you can see those two right there. Cool. So let's go ahead and dive into this knife and kind of the functionality of it, all that good stuff. We'll get into the materials a little bit as well. First off, a very unassuming knife. It's got a really good classy style look to it as well. I really appreciate all the ergos and the lines that they put into this. This knife is ridiculously comfortable in hand, fits really well, looks really well. Who is calling me right now? Why would someone do that? Come on, I'm on my computer. Don't call me. Also, why does my computer ring when someone calls my phone? That's just weird. Anyways, back to the knife. We've got a really nice clip point Remette right here. Really love that they did the jig tie on this side. I really like that they chamfered the edges all around it as well too. It just adds a little bit to the look and the aesthetic. It also kind of gives it that contoured feel in hand, kind of rounds the edges over so you don't have any hard, sharp edges when you're really kind of like gripping down on it and you need to hold it really tight and true. There are a couple different handle variations, so there's 4 to 5 different handle variations. Most of them revolve around changing this plate right here. So you can get different plates right here. There's a weave carbon fiber, like a nebula carbon fiber, red, white, and blue. You've got this like toxic storm carbon fiber. I think I saw a blue one as well. And then there's one with a dark tie. So this is kind of just a not raw tie, but this is that silver tie. This is like regular titanium, and then there's like a dark titanium as well. There are 2 different blade shapes. There's a Tanto blade shape, and then there is this clip point buoy kind of style blade shape right here. Doesn't have quite the swoop to make it a Bowie, but it does have that long fuller and then clip point coming down, which definitely gives Bowie vibes to me. But it is a clip point right here through and through. So you have a really nice clip point on this one. They do come in at a hefty price, and I think partly is because, one, it's a gravity knife that has some really good engineering into it. It has a lot of titanium in here as well, which is going to be expensive. And then you've got M390 blade steel. You can see that right there. So you've got the M390 blade steel, which is going to be a little bit more. So these are coming in. I've seen them on a couple different websites, anywhere from $280 up to about $300. So I will go ahead and try and find links below to a couple different versions and put them out there. I will say that overall, I think this is probably, I don't know, I really, really like this gravity knife right here. So I think overall I would still go with the Remette XO, but if you like the style of this over the style of this is not a bad knife by any means. This is a fantastic knife. I really like the ergos of this. I really like the style, the look, and the functionality of this one right here. This is a really cool knife, but I think the XO is more my style personally. So yeah, I will go ahead and, like I said, post links below. So if you want to go ahead and check one of these out and find them, you can go ahead and do that. I want to shout out, say thank you to the Lefty EDC pass around group for letting me take a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on here. I don't have much else to say, but I do just want to acknowledge how beautiful that blade looks right there, as well as that carbon fiber. I mean, it is a very pretty looking knife for sure. So yeah, until next time, TTFN.